Joining us now, former California Senator Barbara Boxer, managing editor of The Bulwark, and MSNBC contributor Sam Stein, and back with us, Adam Serwer. Senator, so the president he said that he's not confirmed the dollar amount, the $230 million amount. He did say that if he does get a payout, and he said he wasn't personally pursuing it, but if he does get it, that he would potentially give the money to charity or perhaps to fund that ballroom. But having this be out there and not denying it emphatically and saying no way, during a government shutdown where 750,000 federal workers are furloughed, 700,000 of them are not getting paid as people are waiting in food lines, pantry lines, as people are not collecting a paycheck but still going to work like TSA employees and air traffic controllers. As people are worried about their health care, remember the subsidies. This is what this is all about. The Democrats want these subsidies extended, and they're worried about their health care premiums without them going up 2 or 3 times at the cost. How does the White House, with a straight face, how does the president with a straight face continue to say these things while all the rest of these Americans are suffering?
Katie, you laid out the nightmare that this country is facing with this president. He is living on another planet. He has finally found compassion for one person, himself. He's aggrieved, and he wants $230 million, okay? He's also giving his friend in Argentina our money, also $20 billion, at least maybe 40. And by the way, I checked, they've defaulted on sovereign debt at least 7 or 8 times. And when I was in Argentina years ago, I brought that up with the prime minister. This is a man, he's killing people, in the open seas. He is cutting funds to children with tumors. He is cutting funds for Alzheimer's research. These funds are gone. So we are living through a nightmare. Last point. For years, I was honored to be the co-chair of the Ethics Committee. If a senator, listen to this, if a senator was given $50 at that time, now it's $100, $50 of a gift, they could keep it. $50 plus a penny? No, they couldn't keep it. They had to give it back to the government. This is what he's doing, is getting a gift after his family, their wealth has increased since he's president by $3 billion. If this doesn't bring him down to 30% approval, I'll be surprised.
Also, Sam, why do you think he believes he can get away with it?
Well, why do we believe he can't get away with it? I mean, what has the recent history shown us? He is an elected president. He's got no pushback from congressional Republicans, virtually no pushback, I should say. He's had some rebukes on the lower levels of the judiciary, but the Supreme Court has more or less granted basically every power play that he has pursued. In this case, with specifics to the $230 million, the person who would sign off on it ostensibly is the DOJ ethics official, except for the fact that Pam Bondi, his old lawyer and now current attorney general, fired the ethics official. And so who's going to say no to this? In theory, there would be congressional investigations into something like this, but of course, Republicans run Congress, so they're not going to do that. Frankly, the guardrails are all down, and it's open season for Trump here. He's doing things without any stoppage. Even the destruction of the East Wing of the Capitol is being done without official sign-off from the board that would usually do so, because Trump feels emboldened and he's going to do things. And only in very specific circumstances has he been rebuffed and accepted the fact that he's been rebuffed.
Senator, it feels like if there was ever a message the Democrats could grab onto, it was this one, especially the image of the East Wing being demolished.
Yes, the East Wing is being demolished, just like our democracy, our budget, our morality, and everything else that goes with it. It is really a metaphor for all of that. And I would say to Sam, he's right in terms of the Republican Party has lost its, I'm trying to find the right word, lost its way. But the people are pushing back. You had 7 million people on the streets. And I might add, there are very important elections about to take place, gubernatorial and some others, where this is going to have an impact. So I feel, as usual, because I am an optimistic person, that's why I stayed in government for 40 years. I think that public sentiment means everything, as Abraham Lincoln said. And yes, the backdrop of these elections are going to be, the $3 billion increase in his family's valuation and what he's doing to the people and how incredibly irresponsible and childlike he is.
So, Adam, just to bring us back to what we were talking about a moment ago and the cynical view of what to expect in the future, this ballroom that's being constructed isn't expected to finish until I think close to the end of his term.
Yeah,
but
I just want to be
when
clear,
you look at it, wouldn't you think you'd want to enjoy it? That's my question.
I mean, this is theft. That's what this is. The White House does not belong to Donald Trump. The Department of Justice does not belong to Donald Trump. And taxpayer money does not belong to Donald Trump. Taking money from the public coffers and giving it to yourself is called embezzlement. You would be prosecuted for it in any other context. And in a healthy political culture, a president who stole from the taxpayers would be removed. Now, unfortunately, as Sam hinted at earlier, the Republican Party and the Supreme Court are perfectly willing to be co-conspirators in Donald Trump's attempt to steal from the American people. And as long as that's the case, it will be difficult to hold him accountable. But that doesn't change the fact that what this is theft and corruption, and it's a sign of how deeply endangered American democracy is that it is allowed to continue.